Pope Leo has released what is being called a letter to all Christians on love for the poor. It's his first major document to the Catholic flock and an early indication of the first American Pope's priorities. In tonight's In Depth, Chris Livesay reports the Pope has put a clear focus on the care of vulnerable immigrants.
In his first major document, Pope Leo dove right into poverty, saying God has a special place in his heart for those who are poor, oppressed, and discriminated against. In a continuation of the teaching of Pope Francis, the Chicago native denounced an economy that kills and dramatic imbalances of wealth, and warned against a culture that throws people away, namely the poor and migrants. In every rejected migrant, he writes, it is Christ himself who knocks. This week, he met a delegation from El Paso, Texas.
We gave him a stack of letters that had been written by immigrants and by immigrant children in particular. And then we showed him a short video.
We are a voice woven from the prayers, hopes, and tears of immigrant communities.
He was very moved by that.
Bishop Mark Joseph Seitz says the Pope grew emotional and offered a simple promise.
The church needs to speak out about injustice, and so I stand with you.
You could see it in his eyes.
Oh, we could. They got a little watery, I think.
Seitz says the Pope's words were permission to keep speaking up for migrants because it is the very essence of being a Christian, even if that means criticizing U.S. policies.
There are always political consequences, you might say, to proclaiming the gospel. Jesus got in trouble for that.
On the border, families say fear is now part of everyday life.
They come after our families. When you send your children out, you don't know if they're going to come back. They come in armed and with masks on their face, and they take entire families.
Advocates say it matters that the message is coming from an American Pope.
The message coming from the White House right now is one of fear. And Pope Leo has a different message. It's the message of the gospel, which is a message of love, that when we're compassionate to one another, when we're open to one another, when we treat each other with love and basic decency and respect, that's what's going to make the world better.
Bishop Seitz says the Pope also urged him and his fellow U.S. bishops to issue a joint statement on immigration, a message he's taking home to the border. Chris Livesay, CBS News, Rome.